In the bustling court of King Krishnadevaraya, a wealthy merchant cried out, "My bag of gold coins has been stolen, and that poor farmer is the thief." The king looked at the farmer, who seemed very scared. The king turned to his cleverest courtier, Tenali Rama. "Rama," the king said, "can you discover the truth?" Tenali Rama, who was always ready with a witty plan, bowed and said, "I will try, your majesty." Tenali Rama asked for a large bowl of hot water. He took a coin from the farmer and dropped it in. The water stayed clear. Then he took a coin from the merchant's purse and dropped it in. A thin, oily film instantly floated to the top of the water. "You see," Tenali Rama announced, "the merchant sells oil, and his hands have made his coins greasy. The farmer's coin is clean." The merchant lied. The king smiled at Tenali Rama's cleverness. The merchant learned a valuable lesson. The truth will always come to the surface. In a green forest lived a young boy named Ekalavya. His biggest dream was to become the world's best archer. He traveled to meet the great teacher Dronacharya, hoping to become his student. But Dronacharya only taught the royal princes. "I cannot teach you, my boy," he said. Ekalavya was sad, but he refused to let his dream fade away. Ekalavya went back to the forest and made a clay statue of Dronacharya. He practiced in front of the statue every day, treating it as his teacher. Through hard work, he became an amazing archer, better than anyone else. One day, Dronacharya saw Ekalavya's incredible skill and was amazed. Ekalavya proved that if you are truly dedicated and believe in yourself, you can achieve any dream. High above the busy city, Spider-Man swung from a web, soaring between the tall buildings. "Woohoo," he cheered. He loved the feeling of flying through the air. As he flew, he spotted a little girl standing under a big oak tree, and she was crying. Spider-Man landed gently on the sidewalk next to her. "What's the matter?" he asked kindly. The little girl pointed a shaky finger up into the tree. "My kitty Patches climbed too high and now he's scared to come down," she sniffled. "Don't worry," Spider-Man said with a friendly wave. "I can help." He quickly and carefully climbed the tree, spoke softly to the little cat, and brought Patches safely back down to the girl. She hugged her kitty tight and gave Spider-Man a big smile. "Thank you, Spider-Man. Helping others, no matter how small the problem, was what being a hero was all about." Sleep. In the kingdom of Lanka lived a giant named Kumbhakarna. He was bigger than the tallest mountains and stronger than 100 elephants. But more than anything else in the world, Kumbhakarna loved to sleep. He would sleep for months and months, snoring a deep, rumbling snore that shook the whole island. One day, his brother, the mighty King Ravana, was in big trouble. He was fighting a great battle and needed his powerful brother's help. "Wake him up," Ravana commanded his soldiers. The soldiers banged giant drums, blew loud trumpets, and even poked the sleeping giant with spears. But nothing worked. Kumbhakarna just rolled over and snored even louder. Ravana was getting desperate. Then he had a clever, delicious idea. "Bring all the best food in the kingdom," he ordered. Soon there were mountains of fragrant rice, huge pots of curry, and platters piled high with sweet, syrupy treats. The soldiers carefully placed all the food right under Kumbhakarna's giant nose. A wonderful, sweet, and spicy smell wiggled its way into Kumbhakarna's dreams. His nose twitched. His giant tummy rumbled like a volcano. Slowly, very slowly, one of his giant eyes opened, and then the other. Food?" he boomed, sitting up with a yawn that created a mighty wind. He was finally awake, and he was very, very hungry.